Hashwaban Pentrekam Yaki lightly ki an ki breki criminal laws, Kipalatip kum ka Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita BNSS, Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita BNS, but ka Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam BSA Jong Newsnam, ka Press Information Bureau, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Government of India Shillong, haringkat ka jingatray lang bat ka tanat pulit, haka arpunyaw tray ujiliw araja arpusaw, kalapan long ya ka vartalam, ka jingyam mirjimut bat ki lat patay kubor hanong ba Shillong. Kiblawan banya simbenta banya mirjimut ki kentop ya ki he officer katanat pulit nado u Davis NR Marak DIG Eastern Range Meghalaya u Joint Secretary katanat law u Debu Lingdo u Ravikan Mishra u Associate Professor kanihu Law Department u Khalid Khan Additional Advocate General Meghalaya haringkat kiwe. Habajing kran hakatega sngi nakalyang Davis Marak ulang ka jing pentray kam yakini ki lightly ki an kan ai bon ki jing manto yo pajba bat katanat pulit ru kalong kabala krep ban pentray kam yaka hakaba 8,000 sanspa an rupuwe ngot ki pulit ki day ki bala shapen tebet hakaba day bat kini ki an Nakalyang umarak ulang kini ki lightly ki an kin kampet banya hakaban ai yakajing bishar kabahak baru ban penkloy yakajing pen saja Ulapan tepru hakabaya day bat kijing tokit kala dan kajing bu por ban penstat ya kijing tokit bat ru ban la ban ai ya karai ka bakloy haka jing bishar bat kumjo ban ong kidon bun kijing kala nakini ki lightly ki an shu ulaong baka jing wan ra ikini ki lightly ki an kan pen klan shu ya ka songsok songsan.
The reasons for renaming the old major criminal laws like the Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code and the Indian Evidence Act. Further, I would like to briefly touch upon some of the important sections of law which has been introduced in this new criminal laws. The changes incorporated in the new criminal laws and the reasons for these changes. Prior to 1947, as you are all aware, that India was a British colony. In fact, India, after the decline of the Mughal rule, and prior to the coming of the Europeans, was not a unified political entity, and as such, prior to the coming of the British, India as a region was a collection of different political units on the basis having different political systems and systems of administration of justice depending on the region and the political system in place. Even after the entire country came under the British rule, there were multiple systems in place for the administration of justice. With a view to bring uniform laws throughout the country and to examine the jurisdiction, power and rules of existing courts as well as the police establishments and the laws in force in India, the first Indian Law Commission was constituted under the chairmanship of Lord Macaulay in the year 1834. The Commission suggested various enactments, and based on the recommendation, the Indian Penal Code was enacted in the year 1860. The government considered it expedient and necessary to review the existing criminal laws with an aim to strengthen law and order, and also to focus on simplifying legal procedures and make existing laws relevant to contemporary situation and to provide speedy justice to common man. So therefore, these new criminal laws were enacted. As mentioned earlier, the Indian Penal Code is a law which was enacted in the colonial era, which has seen many amendments, but there are still some traces of colonial philosophies entrenched in the Indian Penal Code. For instance, the focus of the IPC or the Indian Penal Code is on punishment of the criminals. Hence, the law itself or the act itself was called the Indian Penal Code. Also, there were some sections of the Indian Penal Code which were instruments of colonial control over the public. For instance, Section 124A of the IPC, which makes sedition a crime. Such archaic colonial sections have been deleted in the new law, namely the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or the BNS. Similarly, archaic sections like Section 377, which relates to unnatural sex, and Section 497 IPC, which relates to adultery, have also been deleted in their BNS. However, the BNS has introduced some changes by introducing community service as a new mode of punishment. The term transgender has been defined. Organized crimes, terrorist acts, mob lynching, etc. have been added in the new BNS. BNS, or the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, as the name suggests, focuses on Nyaya, or justice. Hence the name Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Hence, we can see that the lawmakers have shifted the focus from punishment towards justice. Hence, the transition from the Indian Penal Code to the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The other reason why the old criminal laws have been renamed with Hindi names is the attempt to do away with the nomenclature of the colonial past and to Indianize the new criminal laws. Similarly, the Criminal Procedure Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 prescribes procedures for administering the criminal justice system. Fast and efficient justice system is an essential component of good governance. However, delay in delivery of justice due to complex legal procedures, large pendency of cases in the courts, low conviction rates, insufficient use of technology in legal systems, delay in investigation, inadequate use of forensics are the biggest hurdles in speedy justice and speedy delivery of justice, which impacts the common man. In order to address these issues, a citizen-centric criminal procedure has been adopted in the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, or the BNSS 2023, which has replaced the CRPC. The BNSS provides for the use of technology and forensic sciences in the investigation of crime. Specific timelines have been prescribed for time-bound investigation, trial, and pronouncement of judgments. Citizen-centric approach have been adopted for supply of copies of FIR, including by digital means. Summary trials have been made mandatory for petty cases. The accused persons may also be examined through electronic means like video conferencing, and the magisterial system has also been streamlined. The Indian Evidence Act was enacted in the year 1872 and has been in use with some amendments, but the Indian Evidence Act does not address the technological advancements which the country has undergone in the last few decades. The new law, that is the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, or the BSA, provides for evidence to be provided electronically and permit appearances of witnesses, accused persons, experts, and victims through electronic means like video conferencing. BSA also provides admissibility of electronic or digital record as evidence, and digital evidence is now treated as on par with other forms of evidence like paper records, documents, etc. BSA also seeks to expand the scope of secondary evidence to include copies made from originals under certain conditions. The BSA also seeks to put limits on the facts which are admissible and its certification as such in the courts. In conclusion, the transition from the old criminal laws to the new criminal laws is the need of the hour, which makes the criminal justice system more citizen-friendly, more accessible to the public, and more transparent. However, there will be challenges in the implementation of the new criminal laws, which will come into effect from the 1st of July 2024. But I am optimistic that the new criminal laws will not only serve the people of India in the manner in which it was intended to, but the new criminal laws will remain to be relevant for a long time in future also, And since it has been made future ready with the new amendments.
Kon ba iet, ngi ju shat jing ba man la kas ngi. Hato ngi la ju perkhat ba. Kabam kabang ngi bam ka tain em ya ka met jungi.
Mai ki juba mi kini ki ju ki jing ba man la kas ngi. Bale kene ka jing kali minta.
Kato ka dukan ration ba penyai uba raju. Uya tho yang a.
Nrai man kapor yim ju yo ai kijing bam ki batei ka met ki balong ka daw jong kijing pang anemia pat kijing brie jong ki kma
Ba, kum nu ngan lai na kini ki jing stam.
Kong nangkong pide ban melin ban bam ya ki jingbam ki bapha hakrukam bam jongpi bunsen ki longkmi bat ki khulung khana ki yo ya kini ki jingpang namar kim yo ya ki jingbam bantei ya kamen ka sarkar kelas dang ya ka food fortification ha ukhaw ata mlu kadut bat ka umpnyang bam baro kin don ki jingbam ka bantei kum ka iron folic acid vitamin B12 iodine zinc vitamin A bat vitamin D. Yakini baro kila banyo na kijing bam badi haki dukan ration.
Kata kamut ngi dan yu kau. 45 pabyang bhabat ngi.
Mai, uni ukhaw tu bai biang ba. Pitharai baro kin bang ban ba mi uni.
Kon, ka fortification jong kau, kanum kata ya ka jing mat ba ka jing long jing man jong kau.
Mai, karukam ban bu ya ki ba karukam shet pat kala ban pher.
Om dai kon. Om dan jing pher la da dai ha ka rukom bu ni rukom shet. Kum ba fi ju shet yu kau ba fitien. Kum ju ru la shet ya uni u kau.
Okum ta.
Te kon, ka jing bam ba ai ka kwat ka khya, bat ka ba ai bor ya ka met ka phat bat ka bor per khat jungi. Hato dang dan ki jing bam ba kham bha ban ya uni.
Hoit mai, fikran ya ka badai sisha.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya